And yeah, and then also, sadly, the healthcare system's been really disappointing, and it's hard to even know who's doing it wrong. I don't know who to be mad at or sad at, but
so
they just kept forget.
We just found out about this 12 days ago. So we're going on almost 2 weeks now. And there's some really important things that I want to share with you about this whole situation, this whole event, that I think is going to be very, very important for so many different people to hear and pay attention to and listen to, because it has a lot to do with their health and ultimately understanding and identifying the warning signs presented to you by your body that would lead you and tell you that, hey, perhaps now would be a great time to seek a medical physician, schedule a doctor's appointment, and really take care of your health, because that's pretty much all you've got. You know, that's pretty much all you got. You put everything else aside. Your health is a top priority. Your health is number one, numero uno. And I want you guys to stay safe. I want you guys to be prepared. I don't want you guys to be sad. I don't want you guys to be upset about this. So please hear me out and allow me to explain. Oh yeah, and if you would, please go check out my mom's channel, Anonymous Caregiver. Link down below in the description. She is actually looking for a job right now, and if anybody has any helpful tips or suggestions, please feel free going over there, check it out. She's a senior who's a retired senior, but she's looking to go back to work, so I really would appreciate it. Link down below in the description. Thanks. Bye. Oh boy, here we go. I gotta take him out for a walk. And look at this. Look at the window, the door. You can see the frost, the condensation, the temperature change from inside to outside. And oh man, it's not as cold as I would imagine it is in Chicago right now, because it's freezing up there. But or Siberia or Alaska. But it is definitely cold here in Florida, folks. The wind has calmed down a little bit, but it's still pretty windy. Last night was really, really windy, and when the temperature drops and the wind picks up, that's when it really starts to cut. That's when you really start to feel it the most. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for stopping by. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're watching on TV, which apparently I think almost 50% of you guys, according to my YouTube analytics, are watching on TV. If you're watching on TV, please go check out buymeacoffee.com/Kevin247. And I'm gonna put a link on the screen so you guys can see it. And this way, I want you guys to be able to have the ability to engage and communicate with us and comment, because obviously if you're watching on TV, you may not necessarily have that ability to comment because it's the TV. I don't really watch a ton of YouTube on TV, so I don't know the ins and outs or the pros and cons or the pluses and minuses or the good or the bad and how that experience works. And I know it's different depending on if you're just watching on smart TV or if you're watching on a Roku or something like that. So that could have an impact on user engagement on the interface. So I would appreciate you guys sharing with me any tips or information that you have that would help me better understand what the viewer experience is like, and also how to make it better for you guys. I'm open to suggestions. So Max here, he's searching, he's on the hunt, he's looking for his spot. He's feeling really, really good, and we haven't had any issues. He's back on 100% dry food, and no issues, no problems. Maybe it was a combination of the separation anxiety. Maybe it was just separation anxiety, but maybe it was a combination of separation anxiety plus the heater, the space heater that was in the room, and he was getting too hot. Maybe that was it. But thank you guys for your love and support and concern for, hey, say hi. Say hi to the subscribers. For Max here, we really do appreciate it. Really hard to grip this in the cold because my fingers are going numb already. I guess I've gotten too used to this tropical hot Florida weather. Got to get reacclimated to the cold. But for those of you who wonder, maybe you don't wonder, for newcomers who may not know and be aware, we absolutely, hey, come on, do clean up and pick up after our dog, which I don't think is a big deal. And we have our own bags, but they provide bags here if you didn't or you wanted to use theirs, and a trash can. So it really makes no sense not to. We all live here together. Why not keep this place clean? And one of the things I saw the other day that just blew my mind was the fact that somebody literally didn't clean up after their dog, and they left it right here. They left it right here. It's gone now, but they literally left it inches away from the pet waste doggy spot poop station. So it's kind of like blatantly disrespectful to do that. So if that was you, then yeah, that's me calling you out. Don't do that anymore. Hey, come on. Brutal. Glad that's over with. Now it's technically, hey, sit down. Good boy, good boy. Now it's technically supposed to warm up. It's supposed to warm up. Come on, Max, let's go. Let's go. It's supposed to warm up because we got a message yesterday, a text message from the county, from the school board, and ultimately they didn't delay or cancel school. They said that the temperatures were going to warm up today, so there was no need to. And unfortunately, some of those little kiddos had to stand out at the bus stop this morning in 22-degree weather, and they said it felt like 9 degrees with the wind chill or something crazy like that. So that's unfortunate. Hey Max, you want some water? Get you some water. All right, have to refill your filtered water up. It's getting low. Water's getting real low, Max. I'll get you some food, even though I know you're not going to eat anytime soon. You're going to wait. He likes to wait and eat when we eat. But I'll fill this up, and he'll have food. And move the laundry out of the way. So he'll have food and be ready to eat when we eat. And actually, I need to talk to you guys about that, because if you joined us, well, not joined us, it felt like a live stream, but it wasn't a live stream. Michelle and I, we just did a video last night. It was an enjoyable video. We had a lot of fun making the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. I know some of you have already commented that you did. Hey, your food's over here. Come on. But ultimately, there you go. Bon appetit. But ultimately, on this video, we got a phone call in the middle of the video. While we were recording this video, we got a phone call. And it was a friend of ours. He was coming by to hang out. And we didn't have a real plan, but we also didn't have enough food. So what we ended up doing was ordering food for us. And as you saw earlier, the remnants, the aftermath here, which I need to go dump the garbage. All right, I'm gonna go back out here, embrace this cold weather, dump this garbage, which if I really would have thought about it, again, planning, prep folks, prepping and planning, an ounce of prevention. If I would have thought about it, we could have put it out last night and just left it in the hallway, because we have what's called a trash valet, and they would have came and picked up at least the garbage bag, and then we would have less waste. But I'll take it out now and just be done with it. And that's just one less thing I have to do. Now, with that being said, we haven't had Papa John's, which I told Michelle after we got the pizza, I was like, I haven't had Papa John's in probably a year. Yeah, so I told Michelle I hadn't had Papa John's probably like over a year, and it was good. It wasn't as good as I remember it, but it was still good. However, now oftentimes Michelle has issues with certain Italian or pizza, and Fennel and her body do not agree. They do not get along, which I don't know if that was the case, but apparently last night, after she ate her pizza, well, she got a thin crust, which I didn't eat the thin crust. So I don't know if maybe the thin crust was an isolated issue, but either way, she wasn't necessarily loving the pizza, or at least how the pizza was not loving her. So that may be the last time we get Papa John's pizza. It's crazy because everything's changing and nothing's really like what it used to be. So I'm not surprised that, you know, you order something, you get something that you've had so many times before, or maybe it's the fact that you haven't had it in so long that your body's like not used to it. But I also think that this is just part of the new norm, and all these crazy changes that are happening with our food and ingredients and supply chain, and, you know, the Food and Drug Administration and some of the things that they do and don't do. Some of these companies and their lead content, putting lead and high amounts of lead, and the food recalls left and right, and salmonella outbreaks, this, that, and the other. It's never ending. Never ending, right? It's always something. But this, I guess, kind of plays into part of the story, and that story is about a young lady, which I don't really know who she is. I just came across her video here on YouTube that was uploaded 12 days ago, or published 12 days ago, and she was telling her story about her recent diagnosis and having cervical cancer. Now, I don't know the full story, and I don't necessarily want to tell her full story because she's already doing that and sharing that on YouTube, on her YouTube channel, social media. I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out. But most importantly is I hope that everything's okay. I hope everything's fine. Now, when I think about YouTubers and sharing their stories on YouTube about cancer. Obviously, the first one that comes to mind is Jenny Apple. I don't think that this content's being created for trendy viral reasons. I think it's really being created for helpful and informative purposes. And so this is all based on how her channel, what her channel has been historically, from just me glancing and perusing through it. I really do feel like this is genuine. But most importantly, the first part of the video, which was full disclosure, transparency, honesty, and she thought that her subscribers, her community, her family, her YouTube family should know what's going on and what's happening. And ultimately, she said she was, after she gave birth, if I remember this, if I recall this correctly, she wasn't feeling her best. She wasn't feeling the greatest. And she noticed some changes in her body. She noticed some different discharge or bleeding, certain events that would happen that were not normal, not usual after sexual intercourse. And she was kind of giggling about it, not to make light of the situation or it was funny, but I think it was to like help her get through it. And even her thumbnail says she's smiling because she's nervous, which I get it. You know, certain people, everybody's gonna deal with trauma and bad news and problems differently. So how she's dealing with it, this is how she's dealing with it, and that's okay, okay? I think she's going about it in a healthy way, and communication is always encouraged and better than not communicating. But most importantly, she says she identified a unusual, potentially unpleasant aroma down there. Down there, yeah, down there. So these are just more and more warning signs. This is your body alerting you. Hey, something ain't right. Please send help. So she goes to the doctor, yada, yada, you know, and the story continues on. And ultimately she has been diagnosed with cervical cancer. Now, where this goes from here, I'm sure folks will be steadily watching to track, but also more than likely others who may have possibly been in this situation in the past and providing their help and their support and their suggestions and their opinions and their experiences. This is what it's about. This is what this community is about. Literally connecting and building a community of people, that like-minded people, but also friends that you could consider family, that want to ultimately see everyone else doing better in life. So if that's what you're here for, then please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. We'll be back with another video here soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends